Alright, guys. Now, I gotta say that when this trailer came out, I was very excited about the show. Couldn't wait to see it. And obviously, I really like She-Hulk as a character, so I was really excited about that. And with all the anticipation and everything going on, they dropped the first episode, and I got to see it. And I got to take a look into it and see what they were really talking about. And I gotta say, man, I got a lot to say, so let's get into it right now. First things first, let me just say that the opening scene and everything was pretty okay. She's already breaking the fourth wall, and so, she does that in the comic book, so that's something we're gonna get that out the way already. When it comes to the origin story and kind of how they were trying to really tell us how it all started for her, gotta say they dropped the ball. For me, I felt like it was a little too fast. I really didn't like the way they just kind of threw it in there, threw us into it, and really didn't explain anything about the ship and where it came from. And on top of that, I was really interested in what type of character we would have playing She-Hulk. Let's backtrack. See how she got her powers, the whole scene, and her at the bar. Or I gotta say, man, that I don't know if women are really like that in situations that she was in. And honestly, I don't think men are really like that in situations that she was in with them. But I will say that I did like the way that she hulked out on those dudes. It was pretty cool. I like that. That was pretty interesting, seeing all that good stuff. Her ability to go in and out of that Hulk state is pretty cool. I gotta say that that's pretty awesome. Alright, so then there's a scene where, the next scene where the Hulk tackles her, she passes out, ends up at his secret base, and he's kind of explaining to her, listen, you got my DNA, and it was pretty simple, pretty plain. It did have some kind of funniness into it. It was all cool and all that, but I feel like it was just kind of her origin story was a little too fast. They kind of just pushed it on us. I gotta say that scene though, between them, every time they're in a scene together, Hulk and She-Hulk is pretty funny. I like those scenes. But it's just basically every superhero story who doesn't want the powers in the beginning, and then next thing you know, they love their powers. So as of right now, it looks like she doesn't want the powers in the beginning. She doesn't want to be the Hulk or the Hulk or anything like the Hulk. And the show is basically letting us know that she's nothing like the Hulk. If not, she's better. I'll let you pause on that. They're basically letting you know that she's better than him. So they're explaining that basically she's better than Hulk in every way. In the next scene, I guess, she decides to just leave the place where Hulk was training her and goes, I don't need this anymore. I can do this on my own. I'm good. I can transform. I'm good. I don't need to be here like you are. So in the very next scene, she goes home. She goes to her job the next day. She has a court date she has to be at, and she's defending a client. And some super female villain walks in and busts through the door, and her paralegal basically says, hey, you gotta turn into the She-Hulk. She turns to the She-Hulk. Fight scene was really lackluster, especially after all that CGI I guess they did with Hulk and her. I guess they ran out of a budget because that last couple of seconds was really trash. But anyways, that was the end of the episode. It was the first time seeing her on screen, so I can't really say, man, it was just really not what I expected it to be. She-Hulk is a character that I like a lot. I felt like they should have worked on a little bit more instead of trying to be so funny. It's funny, it's cool, but it also has a strange vibe to it. Alright, so let's get on to episode 2. Episode 2, definitely a different episode, opens up a little differently. She already knows about her powers. So yeah, in episode 2, they are basically trying to tell you that she's a human, she's like an everyday person, does this, brushes her teeth, all that good stuff, goes out with friends and coworkers and all that stuff. Trying to really show you that she's kind of like a Spider-Man character. You know how Spider-Man is, everybody relates to him because he's such a human character, I guess, you know what I'm saying? They kind of try to portray her like that, in that light, that she's a human too. But she has this Hulkish ability. So yeah, at this very same get together, she gets fired, and then it's because she was a liability to her company, and she basically lost her job. Then she gets hired by the same people that kind of got her fired, because they want her to use her ability as the She-Hulk to defend superhero clients as the She-Hulk, which is where you get She-Hulk Attorney at Law. So as the show progresses and kind of shows you about her life and all that good stuff, they kind of also tell you that, hey, listen, that you're going to be working for this company, you defend all types of clients. And the first client that she has to defend is Blonsky, whatever you call him. He's basically the guy who was turned into Abomination. If you watch the first couple Hulk movies, Abomination, but he was a pretty good character for the Hulk, and I guess they want to try to bring him back and but into the She-Hulk version and kind of bring him into the law firm type stuff. I guess because he's a bad guy, but it's all good though. So she basically is kind of not really sure if she should take the case, and calls up Bruce and tells Bruce, hey, listen, I'm going to take the case. And Bruce is like, I already know you're going to take the case. So it's kind of like back and forth banter between them. Like I said, every time they're in the scene together, I like it. So it's always good with them two in the scene together. He's always the Hulk, but he's the smart Hulk, and whatever Hulk you want to call him. So he is. Also, they reveal that the same ship that caused them to get into the car accident or wreck, basically the Hulk is on that ship now, on the phone, taking a call with Barbara Walters, and she basically doesn't know what's going on, and he's on the ship going into outer space right now. He's not even on Earth anymore. Big spoiler. Bing. And by the way, Barbara Walters also hires her paralegal friend and very bubbly and likable character in the show. I like her. I really do. She's like her upbeat cheerleader, whenever she's down. I like her a lot. Alright, so that's basically the episode. Pretty much, it kind of ends right there anyways. It was pretty okay. That's episode 1 and 2. Can you believe that? Now, what I can say about the show is, let me just give you my thoughts on it, because it could be better. Now, from what I'm gonna say is, I like the show. It looks like it's gonna go in a good direction, sort of, if they can kind of eliminate all that extra stuff that they got going on. I won't say it, but yeah, they got a lot of stuff going on. But I like the character. I like when she transforms to the She-Hulk. I definitely will say I like seeing the Hulk in there. I don't know where he's gonna be at in the episodes, since he just left the planet. But yeah, who else is going to be in the show? I heard there's going to be some good cameos. So we'll see, man. It looks like it's going to be okay if they just kind of pick it up a little bit. I feel like they sped through the origin story, and it could have been a lot better. But anyways, I believe that the show is going to be good. They're going to try to bring her and mend her into the Marvel Universe, which I'm pretty sure they're going to do very well. She's already becoming one of those likable characters, which is what Marvel's really good at. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I think that the show's going to be good. That was episode 1 and 2. Together, honestly, the episodes, I'll give it a 6 out of 10 for both of them. They were missing some stuff, but that's my opinion on it. Tell me you guys think about the video. Leave a comment in the comment section. We can always talk about it. So if you like my commentary, if you like my channel, if you like my page, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button, hit that notification button if you want more. Of course, I will be back with another video after this. Peace.